My name is Michael Corson. I am the oh my gosh.
Take two.
My name is Michael Corson. I am the team leader of our group in EET or NEAT. Um, my main role was carpentry and project management.
Hi, my name is Lucas Moffett. I was in charge of circuitry.
My name is Owen Finley, and I was a part of hardware and software.
My name is Bowen Zimmerman, and I was a part of a little bit of everything. I helped with hardware and software. I helped with coding, and I helped with furnishing.
All right, I'm going to start it off with this table. Um, Actually, our first of all, our project is a semi-automated poker table. We had a lot of conceptualizing in the beginning, and came out with a little prototype here. But I'm going to start with the table, completely handcrafted by yours truly, the help of my friends here. Um, it is a completely portable table. As you can see here, there's hinges here, over there, and then underneath this felt, there's hinges here and here. You'd be able to pick up this outer rail and fold it up. The cup holders being removable, and then same thing with this underside. It would be able to fold up, and so the top is completely removable and foldable and portable. Along with the bottom side, the base of the table, you can take it apart into 4 pieces, and it's just a hollow box under there, and then it has the two leg or 4 legs, but comes into 2 pieces. Um, yeah, the holes for the cup holders were hand cut by me, Bowen, and stained. It was stained by me and Owen here, and that's pretty much it for the table. There's a little bit of extra wood that me and my dad used from back home to make. It was completely out of our budget, but all right, that's that.
Hi, I'm Lucas Moffett again. I was in charge of, if you want to come over here, I was in charge of the trash tray that we got hiding underneath here. We made sure to keep it kind of out of the way of everybody and just out of sight, but essentially I was in charge of getting the circuitry working for it, getting the coding to work for it as well. But what we've got going on is a linear actuator that we got underneath here, and essentially by activating it, as you'll see here in a second, it comes out after pressing a button underneath here once it's finished. But as you can see, yes, it comes out and essentially trash tray right there, so you can dispose of anything that you have at the poker table. And then it retracts by another press of the button as well. So I was in charge of that, getting that working, getting the Arduino to work properly and everything. So
I'm Owen Finley again. I made a prototype of the card shuffler, which was the original idea. Doesn't work properly, but do any prototypes really do? Doesn't really work, but try to get it to work as much as possible. If we had more time and if some altercations didn't happen, it would have sat in the middle and it would have raised and lowered. And if you, depending on what you chose, what game you chose, it would have spun around, shot out cards, a certain amount of cards to each player, depending on how many players you chose, and it would raise, lower back down into the table. Um, this is a poker chip collector, so at first it doesn't seem, it just looks like a normal box, but if you look in there, there's an Arduino and some wiring in there. Um, you take this poker chip collector, you put it on top, and it will just drop down and raise back up. If I had more time as well, I would have made it to where it would have did like a motion detector. So if you put it on there, it wouldn't have to have like a metal conductive spot on it, the back. And I would have had an LED display right here counting the amount of poker chips that dropped in. And right here, I would have cut a little hole, and if it would dispense poker chips depending on how much you buy in to play the game. And then another thing I did was for the bottom of the table, there is LED lights. And you can switch them. There's different variations. Yeah, that's basically all I did. And I had help from my good old buddy, Bowen, which will take the mic now.
Hi, I'm Bowen Zimmerman. As Mike had said earlier and Owen had said earlier, I had helped a little bit of everyone. Mike helping him cut out the cup holders and furnishing the cup holders. Owen, if it was sketching and designs, which we have here, just a couple of rough drafts, as well as the 3D printed chip holders. With Lucas, I had helped him get the trash tray going. I'd given him a PDF file and kind of gotten him on the right track. Other than that, we wanted to have it to where we had ultrasonic sensors in the cup holders, so it would signal if you are in the game, if you had a cup in it, and we were going to have LED strips going around to signalize who's in the game currently and who's not. As you can see, that did not happen. I feel like we did great on this project, and I feel like Mike needs to take this mic from me.
Yeah. Overall, I feel like it was pretty much a success for our project. We got a pretty sweet poker table out of it, a couple of concepts that we could build off of in the future, possibly. Other than that, we did there was a lot of ideas that unfortunately couldn't have been or weren't accomplished, but maybe in the future, if we had a little more time, a little bit more money, because this only ran us about $160. That was about our budget. And if we had maybe a little bit more time and money, and we could possibly get that whole in-the-table dealer shuffler mechanism, and I think that would be pretty cool. But other than that, thank you for your time. This is our project. Again, I'm Mike.
I'm Lucas.
I'm Bowen.
And I'm Owen.